Welcome children. So today we are going to see about the estimation. Means estimation is nothing but calculation. Means numbers, how do you calculate in your life. For example, like rounding off. We'll see some examples, you'll come to know that. Examples like pencil. You'll go to shop and you'll purchase a pencil. What happens? The cost of the pencil will be 2 rupees 50 paise. But what you will pay there, the shopkeeper will take from you is 3 rupees, because the change is not given there, right? So like that only. For example, if you go for a medical store and if you buy a medicine, the cost of the medicine will be 38 rupees and 98 paisa. So what you will do, that the rounding of means up to 39 it may be, but you will pay the 40, right? 40 rupees. The same way, for example, if you can see the marks in your classes, whatever the teacher has conducted this test, right? Out of 20, how much you will score? 15 and a half. So what the teacher will do? Sometimes she may round up the marks to the 16, right? Like that. Or else you'll go to the general store. You'll some groceries you will buy there. So the total bill will be there 279 rupees. So what happens? For the 1 rupee change, what happens? The shopkeeper, either that person or from yourself. So what you will pay is 280 rupees. Means wherever the numbers, what you have, what you'll see, that those rounding up to the exact value, those are nothing but rounding of the numbers to the exact value. Instead of keeping any change and the decimal point, rounding up to the exact value, that is known as an estimation in the numbers, right? In that we have some rule here. That before that rule, I'll show you only the one example on this number line. For example, 0 to 10, I have drawn the number line here, right? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 I kept here, right? So now when I said you, so you can see here, for 2 rupees 50 paisa I rounded up to the 3. For this I rounded up to the 40, right? Like that, if the value is less than 5, lesser, right? If the value is less than 5, you'll come back to the lesser, means for the same value whatever you had, that 0 value, right? If the value is given more than 5, so you will take as a greater, means as a plus 1, or more than, end up to that, right, as a 10, right? So if you have the value up to exactly 5, also you will take up to the rounding up to the 10 itself. For example, if your value have a 4, right, so you will come back to the 0, means lesser than 5. So if you have a value of 6 or a 9, what happens? You will round up to the 10, right? If you have a value of 5, it is also 5 is in the middle of the case. You can see that either of the side of the 5 and the left and right of that, you have the same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digits and 5 digits, right? So you will be taken in that way. So if it is 5, again you will be rounded up to the 10, the next forwarded value. If it is below that, it will be backward, means it will be up to the 0 value. It made it to the lesser value. Okay, we'll see those rules here. Okay, here is the rule. Lesser than 5, equal to 5, greater than 5. Means, for example, as we have seen 0 to 10 here, right? Actually, this is estimated to for the tens value, the hundreds value and thousands value, right? So, actually for further I have shown you this. Here, actually the tens value you will see here, okay? So, 10, 15, 20. In between that, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You have that, right? So, now, lesser than 5 means I will show you the example. I have taken the number 12 here, right? If it is 12, the number taken 12 for example, what happens? You can see there, here is the value, right? So less than 5, whenever it is less than the 5 or this in between, the middle number is 15, less than 15 is 12. So this will be rounded up to the 10, right? So this will be rounded up to the 10, right? If it is equal to 5 means 15, in between number, exactly half. So that will be taken as a greater. So for this value, it will be taken as a 0, means less than, as it is whatever the value has the same, right? So next, if it is 15 or more than 15, it will be taken as a plus 1, means further to the next step, to rounding up the figure. So 15 will be taken as 20, and then so 19 I have taken the example here. So 19 will be rounded up to the 20, right? You can see there. So when it is less than, whatever the middle number is given 15. If it is less than, it will be rounded up to that starting number, that 10. And if it is 15 and more than 15, it will be rounded up to the 20. In this way, the estimating number is shown. This is the one example I have shown you. Same way, you will see it for a tens place, hundreds place, thousands place. The same rule will be applied. For as I have shown you for the 10 to 20, next you can take 20 to 30 or 30 to 40 as the examples or the numbers you consider. That rule will be applied. And if you take it for 100 place also, it will be taken as a 100 to 200, right? Or else if you take for the 1000, 1000 to 2000, like that the number will be extended, the place value also will be extended, and the same rule will be applied to that. The next we will see the exercise problems, how to estimate. I hope that this estimation you know, that you understood how to come to the rounding of the figure. Okay, some examples I'll show you here. The number is given 9, so this can be rounded up to the 10, right? Here the number is given 12. This also, because you can see that here the 9, it is greater than 5, so it is rounded to the 10. Here the first place you can see the 2. 2 is less than 5, the ones place, so it will be rounded up to the again 10. So if it is less than 5, the number will be taken as 0 and the previous number will be kept as it is. Now this again 17, the units place, ones place you can see 7, means 7 is more than 5. More than 5 means you have to take it as a next number, rounding up to the next, that is it will become 20. Means this more than 5, this place will become, but plus 1 will be taken to the backside place, that is tens place. So more than 5 is becoming, the place is 0, but plus 1 to the previous number, it will become 20, right? This 287, so it will become 290, right? So this you can see that 3057, this will become 3060. Again you can see here 237, so it will become 240, right? So again you can see 3023, so this will become 3020. Means you have to see the place values and then you have to round up to the figures. As I have said you that 7 is greater than 5, so that place will become 0, the previous will be added plus 1, right? Here the 2 is less than 5, so kept as it is, previous number won't be added. Only if it is more than 5, plus 1 will be taken to the previous place. If it is less than 5, as it is, the number will be written and that place will be taken as a 0, as already shown you on the number line, right? So for example, one number I have taken, that is 17,986. So first I will see this to the 6, right? The ones place. 6 is more than 5. 6 is more than 5 means it will become, that place will become 0, the previous will be plus 1, right? So that will become 17,990, right? So for ones place, for this ones place I have seen. Okay, the next rule I will apply to the tens place, right? So tens place, so obviously this will become 0. Now I will apply only for the tens. If I am estimating to the tens place, I am estimating to the ones place and rounding up to the tens place, right? So next I am estimating to the tens place, rounding up to the 100. So as you go to the one step, the other step will be continued to the 100, rounding up to the next step, right? So now what happens, if I take the tens place, 8 is more than 5. So again it will become, this place will become 0, 8 is more than 5, that is 0, plus 1 to the previous one. So plus 1 to the previous means, so totally it become, this will be 17 as it is, right? So now that will become 18,000, right? Plus 1 means 10. So this will 0, the 1 will be added here, 18,000. Next the same way, so it will round it up to the hundreds place, right? So now I have a hundreds place, I will go to the third place, right? So first the other two places will be taken as 0 directly. I am rounding up to the hundreds place. So 17. So 9 is greater than 5. So that place become 0. The plus 1 will be added to this. Again it will become 18,000. So that will be rounded up to the 1000 place. This is rounded up to the hundreds place. This is rounded up to the tens place. Rounding up is for the tens, hundred, thousands. But estimating your ones, tens, 100. So keep this in mind. General rule is very important to apply here. Only if you are clear about this, you can apply easily and understand easily, and you can make up the round and estimation numbers. Okay, I hope you understood. Thank you children. We'll continue the next exercise.